Yo, what up, Chuck? Uh, so if any of you were concerned, um, losing, I didn't even mean to make this pun, but like so woke that you're losing sleep, right? Uh, that we're not making progress. I just texted a friend of mine who lives in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Um, the gold plated, tackiest, one trick pony, evil, backwards. I don't know about the most, but it's up there. Saudi Arabia bites. But yeah, so I was texting this friend of mine. She and her husband lived over there, or live over there. And so I use the emoji of a ninja as her because they will throw rocks at you if you don't have a penis and you don't look like a beekeeper anytime you're outside. So not only now here's the good news, people. So remember I started this message with those concerned that we're not making progress. So my device not only lets me choose the skin tone of that ninja, which, mind you, only has, we're talking about the size of an iPhone emoji. The only skin that's showing is, you know, right around the eyes. I mean, barely around the eyes. So not only can piss off, Meg. Not only can you choose, there's me on the burner talking to what's his face, Mr. Rogers. You can't see it. It's pretty cool though. So not only can you choose to alter the skin tone of a ninja emoji to use when referring to your friend who lives in Riyadh who has to look like a ninja or she'll get stoned to death. There's like 8 of them. So yeah, that's important. So, anyways, stay woke, but rest assured. I love you, and praise be to Allah. What is that? Michigan, Nebraska. Oh, this is Richie Incognito. And you know what? Hey, terrible. Richie Incognito, terrible. But he is. And you know what sucks the most about Richie Incognito? Is that he has the coolest name of an athlete. Or one of them. I don't know about the coolest. Colt McCoy is pretty good for a UT quarterback. Miroslav Shatan, for those of you that are into Beelzebub, it just sucks that he didn't ever play for the Devils. I don't think played for 17 other teams, but how could Miroslav Shatan, spelled Satan, not appear in a Devils uniform, a Devils sweater? That'd be a good custom. Order a vintage Devils jersey with Shatan with 666 on it. That'd be kind of sick. Pro set, little. Why are they showing this? Is it? Oh yeah, because he's an offensive lineman. I'm like, when did Richie Incognito play tight end? this is another, I guess, bummer of a thing. Like, that's what an offensive lineman's highlight tape looks like. Just like the snap, and then some other dude with a much lower or much higher number getting all the glory days. Yeah, what do you think? 2003-ish? Oh, nice. He's been in the league a minute. I think he's in a halfway house or something now. He's this dude. Remember he was at like an LA Fitness and he just went complete aggro. Like took his shirt off and like just like a silverback gorilla. That would be fucking terrifying. Because not only is he crazy, but he's hateful, and I mean, this isn't, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 time Pro Bowl interior lineman in the NFL, right? That's dangerous. So anyways, yeah, I mean, just think about that for a second, right? It's probably 6'2", 6'1.5", I don't know, 308 pounds. And so he goes into this, like I said, like an LA Fitness or some shit. And just, like a crazy man, starts berating a dude who was, probably some dentist on his, you know what I mean? Some normal human being who tries to stay fit. And then you have that guy there, shirtless, probably tears streaming down his face, blood coming out of his fucking nose, like yelling at you and throwing weights around and stuff. It's bizarre. He got in the back of a cop car and started speaking Spanish. Said he was going to kill himself. He had like an 08 Ferrari 455, or probably, 360 or 455 coupe. And like parked it on his front lawn and then went outside and beat it with a hammer. Yeah. So this is like where the might tie in a little bit, like this is where we need to be a little bit woke up, right? Like Richie Incognito, aside from the racist stuff, which is terrible, right? I'm not gonna pander to everybody and say that it's all we should think about, which is what we're doing now. It's dumb. But yeah, that's part of it. But then also somebody with that much money and like of quite literally that powerful, right? To be that unhinged and unpredictable, and then of course look at him. He's handsome, he's rich, and he's got the dimples and shit going on. And I like to go to the bar and shoot pool and drink and stuff. So he does allegedly that a lot of people say he's a good teammate, including a lot of black people, right? A lot of African American players who served with him on the offensive line. It's always a tight-knit group. Many of them say really good things about him. But that's kind of, what makes a guy like this even more dangerous is when he gets support. So, yeah, that's think about that. That's a gray area. When you get into a brethren, somebody, guys or gals who have to rely on each other like that, support in one way, if you silo it, is a really good thing. But then, you couple it with a really intense job, a bunch of ace fighter pilots, like, really have each other's back and don't follow procedure, and then you end up, with guys in F-22s engaging, questionable or potential adversaries over the wrong country's borders, or, you know what I mean? So it's an extreme example. So, but yeah, support should be should be, can be, and is a good thing. But, what this guy was capable of, that's where we should be woke, to a certain extent. And the Bills uniforms are crazy good. Those look sharp, all white. Dope. I could see wanting him on your team. Friggin' house. What else do we want to talk about? Dolphins uniforms, they've been rocking those for a long time. And don't really offend the eye too much. His tattoos look good with that uniform too. He's all that stuff on his belly. Those are all tears because he was in the huddle. One of his personalities split. He thought he was on defense. Fought himself. Called his quarterback a drunk engine. You know what I mean? Just because he went to Illinois. I mean, now, that being said, that was when Chief Whiskey Horn was the emergency quarterback for the Dolphins, and it was preseason, so he was getting a couple snaps. All right, so whatever. Be woke, but get some rest. Read your Quran. And keep your hands inside the shoulder pads, and you pretty much won't get flagged. So when you start getting out around the helmet and the side judge can see your limbs flailing and your, you know what I mean? That's when you get offensive and defensive holding. Oh, don't be inappropriate with golf clubs. That's the last thing. All right.